on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want,
Blaze up.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, mix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow, 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 lift it up.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, you guys. Happy Thursday. And it's the Thursday before Mardi Gras. We in the building. Got to know that. Can't wait. Girl, I can't wait to get to the city. Y'all don't understand, girl. Y'all don't understand. I'm ready to get out there and eat and drink and be married, girl. I was just on the phone with my best friend. She flying in tomorrow, girl. I'm flying in Saturday morning, girl. I can't wait. Do you hear me? Shout out to everybody in the building. No, happy Mardi Gras Thursday. Y'all get up in here and get the likes up on the video, girl. I forgot to add this to the docket, but I am gonna play y'all the video of remember the boy Talbot. Get him on here. Remember the boy who got popped in the chest by the clear girl? Him. His cousin has came out to cuss y'all out. Well, me too, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get ready to get cussed out, because he's gonna do just that and say that's why his cousin said what he said. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get into that. We'll also get into girl, what is going on with y'all mayors? Get him off of here. What's going on with the mayors? Girl, mayors is cutting up. All the Negro mayors have been cutting up. Eric Adams said he's Jesus. Okay. He said, and y'all Negroes better get in line. That's what he said. He also said that they pressed him about it. We're gonna get into that as well. Then Tiffany Henyard, get her on here. The one and only Mrs. Illegal will not be the next mayor. She lost so bad. Oh girl, she lost so bad. Like it wasn't even a chance. Like she lost so bad. Girl, you don't even understand. We're gonna get into that. It's been a lot of mayoral things going on, and since we was in the spirit and I'm going home to the city, I decided to add TD on here. Now that's the mayor of New Orleans. I hate her gap, I hate her lips, her lisp, and I hate her haircut. We're gonna get her on here too though. But yeah, we gonna just get her on here just to add a little razzle dazzle to the Negro mayors running around here in the world, or in America at least. Now we're gonna get into that. We also got to get into Lil Baby got blamed for 2 teens being unalived. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, them churn is following these so-called thugs, that so-called rappers. These rappers is preaching one thing to the churn and doing something completely different. My generation learned it with Jeezy and them. They preach what they rapping one thing to us and doing something different. The only difference is now these rappers is playing thug, going messing it with real street politics, and 2 young boys was unalived. We are gonna get into it. And the police say it's his fault. And at this point, I'm so tired of not only the clear people and the orange juice people monopolizing off the unaliving of these children around here. All these Negroes that's taking a part in it. If y'all have a part to play in it, you need to be held responsible too. I don't care what they paying you, because these children right here losing their lives. We gonna get into it though. Then we also got underground mines, girl. So it's so funny. Me and my auntie is at an underground mine, girl. That was an undisclosed location until Elon Musk came in out of them, girl. Now she around there tripping, girl. I'm gonna get y'all some tea with all of that, girl. It's a lot going on. The underground, girl, processing retirements. Now think about that. Why would they have to go underground to process retirements? Me and my mom was on the 3-way with my auntie yesterday, girl. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. And then Joy Reid, I want to get her bald head, ugly behind on here again, because somebody resurfaced the old clip of Joy Reid. There's this group of clear women called Liberties for Moms. Remember, I told y'all the trans movement really affected them more than it affected black people, black America, because typically black American kids don't fix their lips to go tell their mama that they want to be the opposite gender, first of all. Second of all, even if they did, your mama ain't got no money for that, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to your mama and say, Mama, I'm a girl, when you really a boy. But like medicine and like surgeries, girl, please. Niggas ain't got no money for that. So it really affected them. But long story short, the lady was basically trying to ban books, children's books, mind you, that talked about a man as a child being R-worded and details of the R word. This is a children's book. And do you know that Joy Baldhead Reid was arguing the lady that she wrong for trying to ban the book? We gonna get into it, girl. I need y'all to get these likes up on here. Please get the likes up on the video. Hurry up now, because we got to get on into this store. And then we ain't gonna be on here all day because I got some things to do. There's some places giving hormones and testosterone away for free, of course. See, listen, they trying to start giving it away for free because they know that Trump getting rid of all of it. And they still want the agenda to be pushed. But it's literally about mutilation of reproduction. That's what this is all about. It has nothing to do with, it had absolutely nothing to do with what people want. They just fool people to think that, and then it's really about gender mutilation so that people can't reproduce, you know, like they've been doing. But we gonna get on here and talk about it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. But before we get into it, y'all, I want to show y'all something. Hold on, get the likes up. I want to show you guys something. So it's funny because y'all ever notice whenever anybody have anything to say or anybody cosplay or anything, the so-called Native Americans, the first thing they do is come on here and talk about how it's wrong, right? You can't do this. You guys are wrong. This is cultural appropriation. How dare you? They stay on that type of time. Remember that? Well, everybody except the New Orleans Indians. They have their own specific, unique culture that literally nobody, and when I say nobody, listen to me and listen to me good. Nobody bet not ever, ever come around and say that they culturally appropriating. And that should raise the question to a lot of y'all around here. If, in fact, the Native Americans were the only Native Americans, then why is it that nobody, and I say nobody, asks or say anything when the black so-called masking Indians, well, not so-called, well, yeah, so-called, the so-called black masking Indians, when they doing what they doing? Because listen, let's really be clear about this. Hold on, let me get them on here. Let's really be clear about this. There is a reason, hold on, that we are who we are unapologetically and freely, and ain't nobody about to come play with us. See, they told us that, oh, the reason why is because y'all were paying homage to the Native Americans who was helping y'all escape slavery. The lies, the lies, the lies. This is culture, deeply rooted. It cannot be duplicated under no circumstance. You cannot duplicate this culture nowhere. Not even amongst Black America, for real, to be completely honest. But it made me think about when Kenya had wore a Native American costume for Halloween, and Black people too was like, oh, she wrong for that. That's cultural appropriation. She should have never did that. And I'm sitting over here saying the girls literally said, I have Cherokee in my family. So I was of confusion. Okay, when I saw not only the clear people in the so-called $5 Native Americans, you know, I call them the $5 footlongs, I was very confused as to how they gonna sit up there and say that that girl was wrong for putting on the feathers when the feathers belong to us. And I'm about to prove it to you. The feathers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, belong to us. They stay home. They belong here. Okay, hold on. I'm about to show y'all a couple of examples. I'm going to show y'all the fake, and then I'm going to show y'all the real. You get it? Please get the likes up on the video. Let's start off with the fake. How about that? Here, Let me get him off here. Here are some $5 footlongs, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Oh, no. It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor.
Damn sure not them, because I can't play the music. Hold on.
Ignorance. Do not be blind to your naiveness. What you see is the truth. It took all of this to prove to you that we are still here. We are not going nowhere. You are watching the correct action. Understand the circumstances of struggle. Understand the liberation of people. It is in your mind. The United States tried to erase our people, but we're still here. We need one on both sides, guys. We're on the trail of truth. We're right from San Francisco to D.C. Both sides here, guys. Respect us or expect us. Trail of truth. Stand back. 312 all political prisoners. Okay, we're moving. Straight. 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 How far? Keep on going. You want food? Photo.
Now you see them on here protesting for your land in my land. They want their land back. Let's get into their cultural dance. Now the last one weren't Mardi Gras Indians; those were Zulu tramps. But even still, this is the point I'm making. The tradition stays here because the tradition belongs to us. They over there howling on horses, talking about they want land back, they want this, that, and the third. When the fact of the matter is they never owned any land. Those were the $5 footlongs who helped to oppress and do us dirty as Black Americans. Okay. And for us to even give any type of reverence to this group of Siberians or this group of Mongolians or this group of mixed what do they call them? Pan-Asian / Mexican / nah, we're not doing that in 2025. This is the year of information and the year of truth. And what we're gonna do over here is just tell the truth about certain things. And the fact of the matter is, this culture runs so deep. Listen, this culture runs so deep that it needs to be put on display more than anything. Okay. At the end of the day, we ain't go through no ethnogenesis. We ain't go through none of that stuff. This was us and who we were before them folks got off this boat. And it's not just in New Orleans. This is everywhere. Okay? Don't ever get it twisted. When you see us on photos with native $5 foot loans, a lot was going on around that time. A lot of them were marrying into us to get our land. That's why it's mostly the $5 foot loan male with a Black American or indigenous Black woman. Okay, is typically because back then the man was the one who was able to own all this stuff. So they were marrying into these Black Americans or what I say indigenous people's territory and in their families, so that they can inherit their land and things. Don't ever get it twisted. We didn't come from Africa at no point. Civilization didn't even start in Africa. Okay. Don't ever get that twisted, because I want to make that clear. I was listening to Tyreek and he's still on that ethnogenesis stuff, and it's so misleading and so miseducation, misinformation, or whatever they want to call it. Hold on, girl. Damn, plane coming, girl. But anyway, it's so misleading and so much misinformation. Y'all know I hate the term, but at the end of the day, it's wrong. We never came from Africa. Never. And I'm not talking, not even from the beginning of time. We are indigenous people. Indigenous people are indigenous aboriginal from the beginning, from the earth, all over the earth. There's indigenous Africans, there's indigenous Asians, there's indigenous everywhere. We never came off the boat. And to set up there and say that we did at any point is extremely dangerous. Okay? It's extremely dangerous to even admit at any point that we came from over there. We've never, ever came from over there. Okay, look at the Nazi sign in his kilt. That's dope. I ain't even see that. That's another thing. Me and my mom were just talking about that. Everything that we had, they took it over. I'm trying to see. Let me see. You say a Nazi sign. Oh, in the middle of the kilt. It sure is. If y'all can't blow up that picture, that's a so-called Nazi sign. Yup. In the very middle of his kilt. Now, again, I told y'all, even with the Confederate flag, what they've been wonderful at doing, because they're not creators. They've never created anything. They just take. They take our stuff, even the whole Freemasonry stuff. They take it, remix it, make it bad, and then give it back to us. You feel what I'm saying? Even when you look in, hold on. Girl, even when you look in a lot of these Indians' costumes, I'm gonna come right back to this. There's a lot of storytelling, and this is old Indians. This is from, like, I want to say the 70s. These are old Indians. These ain't new Indians. I want to say these may be 70s or 80s. Their costumes tell a story, and not costumes. It's not costumes. It's their wear is it tells a story. That stuff goes back to Mayan civilizations. Okay, that's not all of this stuff is not everything you've been taught is a lie. Okay, everything you've been taught is a lie. Just everything, like every single thing you've ever been taught is a lie. And the truth has always been hidden in plain sight, but because they've always had us under this illusion of lies, we couldn't see it. But now, if you start to pay attention, if you literally start to pay attention, all this stuff is right here in your face. Don't ever forget it. So there were no boats, no transatlantic slave trade. Where can we access this information? Great question, David Jackson. So first question. So there were no boats. Of course there were boats. People were trading and traveling from continent to continent since the beginning of time. So yes, there were absolutely boats. No transatlantic slave trade, not to the degree in which we were taught. I'm not saying that nobody ever came over from Africa. That would be foolish. We were trading with Africans, especially through South America and the west side of west coast, or the western region of Africa. However, the indigenous people that are here, the Black Americans, who I assume you and me are, because I think you're Black American. It looks like it. We were already here. We were already here. The ones that they say they even bought to North America was what, 300,000 over the whole entire so-called slave trade. That's not even enough to populate a city, let alone the whole America. So yes and no. There was a slave trade, but not to the degree in what we were taught, okay? And you can access more of this information. I can point you right to Dane Calloway. Go to Dane Calloway on YouTube. He has a plethora of doggone information. Not only Dane Calloway, go to my brother Chief, Big Chief Top Cats, the legendary Chief Top Cats. He's also on YouTube. There's a plethora of knowledge regarding this. Another place you can go if you don't want to go straight down the indigenous avenue and kind of get more like biblical, more history driven, like more meticulous. Go to this guy called what's the boy name, y'all? Oh girl, I'm on his doggone list too. Oh God, I hate, y'all know how I am. UBTV. Thank you. Go to UBTV. If you want to find out every avenue of history, I'm talking about biblical, boule, masonry, indigenous history, all that. Go to UBTV. So that's 3 people I'm telling y'all to go to, and I'm stamping them because I get a lot of information from them, and I also do my own research as well. UBTV. Dane Calloway, and also who the Big Chief, legendary Chief Top Cats. Okay, that's my big 3 for me. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they got some other people on here. Karimio, it's a whole bunch of people on there. But yeah, make sure y'all go check that out. And I'm not telling you nothing that I'm just making up. This is real life. This is your ancestry. This is your ancestry. Okay. Also, I encourage everybody to do genealogy. Only you can find out your family story. Your family story is different from mine. Mine is different from hers. We're not one big old Negro. Our history, even though we have some similarities, our histories our personal family histories are different. Okay. So please be sure that you guys do that. I did not notice that swastika. Shout out to whoever pointed that out. I did not know that swastika was there, and that should tell you a lot. You know what it made me think of? It reminded me of the first time I seen a Black man waving a Confederate flag, and I was like, this man is crazy. He was from Mississippi. I'll never forget it. And I don't know if it was a YouTube video or what, and this man was battling, talking about this flag belonged to us. See, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all always thinking about how it is with the white people, but this flag always belonged to us. It always belonged to us. Boy, when I did that research, and I really found out that them people adopted that flag, the Clears adopted that flag and put a negative connotation amongst other things. I said, wow, for the longest, I thought that man was just crazy as hell. Whole time he was right. Whole time he was right. So yeah, we'll get into that another day though. I just wanted to add that little educational piece on there. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Now, to get into the show, honey, get the likes up to get into the show. Don't let them $5 footlongs fool y'all now. Please, don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you, because they definitely will. Oh, no. Or even try to school you. Whatever Bob Marley used to be saying or whatever, girl. Let's get into the show. Now, first of all, we have a few honorable mentions. I don't think I put this in the title, but we're going to talk about it anyways. Yeah, we're going to get them up here. Because, see, the Clears love rewriting his story. He tell it and then rewrite it his damn self. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? So this was a topic of discussion, and I just want to let me read these super chats first, because I think I had some super chats that I missed. Let me read the super chats. Dorian Span, thank you for the super chat. Says, good morning, Voodoo. Good morning, dolls. Good morning, honey. Beautiful. I love that picture. Thank you so much for the super chat. Talise, thank you for the super chat. Every night at 11:11, I wish 3 things that my kids would: wake up next week confused. I wish 3 things that my kids would wake up and next week be confused. Yeah, I don't quite understand, but thank you, Talise. Thank you so much. MOB, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Hey, Acorn Vu, can you put on some hair and give us face, please? Baby, I am in between here. Listen to me and listen to me good. I look so bad. I'm gonna say about me. I'm not saying about nobody else. I'm telling you about me. I'm looking at me. I look so bad. Girl, if I get on this camera looking the way that I look, I will never live it down. Do you hear me? And I understand you would love to see me. I'm in between here. My hair shaped funny. So I really look bad. I don't have on no makeup. I look so bad. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not comfortable yet to really get on here and show y'all me like this. Okay. Now, at some point, I will. Just not right now. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm just not gonna care and I'm gonna come on here any kind of way, you know. But right now I still have a little bit of worry. So yeah, I'm not gonna get on here because me, I look so bad. Oh yes, I want to tell me, Vu, you look so bad. I look so bad. Yes, I do. And my hair shape funny. So yeah, and I just got braids with no weave on it. So yeah, I'm not about to get on here. Not gonna do it. I even thought about somebody say put a scarf on. I thought about that too, but my hair shape funny. And I'm not gonna get on here. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I say something to somebody, they're gonna say, bitch, you all lemon drop head shape. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm a, you know, so I don't even want to get nobody the ammo right now. You know what I'm saying? But at some point I will, just not right now. I appreciate your MOB. And we'll try again another day, just not today. Okay. Just try again another day. I see how y'all drag Tasha. Tasha K. Girl, y'all stay dragging Tasha with them old video, girl. And not now. Not yet. And you know what else I noticed too? I also noticed every time they put up a picture of Cardi B, and this black people, every time they put up a picture of Cardi B, they put up one of her best and put up one of Tasha's worst. Y'all some dirty low down bitches. Yeah, I peeped that. I peeped that. I peeped that. Yay. Every time they put up a picture of Tasha next to Cardi, they put up Cardi's best and Tasha's work. Put up Cardi when she had 50 of them teeth down at the bottom row of her mouth and the front teeth looking like she could chop down wood. Put them pictures up next to Tasha. How about that? How about that? Girl, please. Thank you, MOB. Sade, thank you for the super chat. Those are Mongolians, Native Americans, and being indigenous to Turtle Island are 2 different things. Yes. Let me also make sure I clarify this. Let me also make sure that I clarify this point. Black Americans have not ever been and are not Native Americans. The Native Americans are the $5 footlong. That name was given to them by the powers that be, and the chiefs of those tribes were clear people, okay? Though you and me have never been and are not Native Americans, okay? Let's please be clear about that. We are indigenous and or aboriginal and or freedmen, okay? Let's really be clear about that. Thank you for bringing that up too. Bree, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Suba tribe, Low Country, South Carolina here runs deep in my blood. Acorn for life. Facts, especially the bottom Carolinas. Boy, y'all heavy out there, bro. Carolinas, Georgia, Mississippi, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, who else? Virginia. Who I miss? All that southeast, man, heavy. Do you hear me? Heavy. Yes, heavy. Delaware, yup. Arkansas, all that, man. Stop playing. All both of the Carolinas, fakes. Thank you for the super chat. Talise, thank you for the super chat. The Nazi sign is Hindu religious symbol. I seen them all over Indonesia in 2019 when I was there. The Hindus stole it, my love. See, oh yeah, Louisiana too. Can't leave out Louisiana. Definitely can't leave out Louisiana. But listen, the Hindus stole it. That's why most of your African nations and other places are new. Do y'all know that we have grandparents older than most of the so-called rest of Africa, a lot of Africa? My grandmother is older than Angola. Well, no, I think not older than Angola, but right around that time she was born is when Angola came about. And I'm talking about the Angola in Africa. Did you guys know that? When you see it elsewhere, they got it from here. Okay. Let's really be clear about that. Hindu, that stuff, all that stuff. Yeah. My mama older than Nigeria too, Texas Scorpio. And Ghana. Girl. Angola, listen, let me make y'all laugh, especially what kind of Indians was in Homer. You know what's crazy? My best friend stepdad and them from out there, and they Indians, and they like registered too. It was a whole Homer, Mandeville, all them places, man, heavy Indians. Do you hear me? Heavy. But look, let me make y'all laugh real quick. I'm sorry, I don't want to go off the subject. Listen, do you know Angola in Louisiana? Put a one in the chat if you knew this. Angola in Louisiana, the prison is older than Angola in Africa. Put a one if you knew that. Put a two in the chat if you just heard that. This is the first time you heard it. And go look it up. The Angola prison, if I can remember correctly, I don't want to lie. Yes, Angola in Louisiana is older than Angola in Africa. Stop acting crazy. Stop acting crazy. Remember, listen, remember, Angola, the prison system, that's right off the cuffs of slavery. It says in 1870, Samuel L. James won a contract to lease the state's prison and force them to work on the plantation. This is in 1870. Now let's go see how old Angola, Africa is. Mm-hmm. 1975. Now, see, they'll give you all this story about, oh, in the 15th century this, in the 16th century that, It don't matter. It wasn't Angola. It didn't become Angola till 1975. Stop acting crazy. Why is this important, you guys? The civilization started here, not the other way around. Okay? Now, moving on. Okay? Let's get back into the show. Okay? Yeah, Louisiana, especially Louisiana is deep in history, bro. All of this land we walking on is ours and it's deep in history. Stop acting crazy. Now we got to get into the show, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't want to make it long. And every time, bro, I say I ain't gonna get on here and be long. And here I go. This is an honorable mention. Nick Adams. I don't know who the clear man is. I just know he looked like he a politician. Boom. He made a comment, and this is the way it went. It says, if you can pay $175 to get your nails done and $250 for sneakers, then my tax dollars shouldn't be paying for your food stamps. Now, this sent people in an uproar. Number one, he's trying to be racist. Let's start there first. Everybody can see that. He's trying to be racist. Even though he's trying to be racist, I ain't gonna lie, I agree with him. And let me tell you why. And this ain't everybody, but I have family. Who are on assistance. And I watch them go get their weaves done, spend $1,000 on the hair and go get it installed for $600, $700. Go get their nails did, and I'm over here spending my cash money to try to get me some food stamps, and they tell me no. But then I'm watching. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm even though I don't like the message, I'm sorry, has some truth. And I'm just talking about addressing me and my people. Now, don't get me wrong. He is being racist. Okay. But ultimately, outside of the messenger, he's right. Now, this is where he's wrong. And I've showed y'all these statistics before. The clear people get most of the SNAP benefits, though. The clear people get most of the SNAP benefits. That's the craziest part. It's harder for a black person to get food stamps than it is for a clear person. Did you guys know that? Like, they don't go through the rigorous stuff that you got to go through to get food stamps. So it kind of was like a boomerang. Like he threw it out there, but then it came right back to pop him back in his head. Because while you worried about the small percentage, how many black 27% of black people who maybe could be possibly abusing the system, what about the 62% of clear people that are? See how that go? You see how that go? It was a boomerang. He hummed that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, he hummed it, but it came right back. You gotta be careful. You feel what I'm saying? See, Black America, we don't even realize it right now. We're starting to become a little bit of Teflon. We starting to get a lot of stuff bounced off of us. We just don't even see it yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all this. To Mr. Clear Man, what's his name? Nick Adams, while I agree with you, I'm going to ask that you make the same statement about the trailer park. Oh, yeah. Even the middle class clear people who getting them stamps, because there's a lot of them too. You know, the ones who got working husbands, or even the ones who don't have working husbands, who spend all their money down to the Coors Light place to get them 6-packs of Coors Light, meth, doggone pills, and all of that, and then turn around and feed their churn with the food stamps. Okay, I'm gonna need you to add. Don't stop at nails and sneakers. Go on to Coors Light beers, Miller Lights. What else the Clears drink? Bud Light. What else the Clears drink? Put them in there. Go on to that. Go on to the hard liquor too, because they drink that too. All the whiskey. Put that on there. Go on to the women's out there, you know, spending their money on whatever it is they spend, whatever they do. I don't even know. But add all of that too. Add all of that in. Okay? Don't forget, please don't forget to add that in. Okay? Don't forget it if you can. And I know you can. Just add it all in all at the same time. Talise, thank you for the super chat. The North Atlantic Gyre made it impossible to cross from North America to Africa. Most African slaves went to the Caribbean and South America. Facts. Yes, they would have to follow the gyre, the ocean gyre. That's like a hurricane water type force, and they would have to catch it at the right time, because if not, if they don't do it right, it would literally kill them. That's why a lot of them tried to just go straight across and they didn't. But it took black people to show them how to do it, because we were already trading back and forth. Yes, and they would have to go from South America up through North America. Yes. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you again for another super chat. I was saying I wish my kids would say they trans after that right hook. They would have woke up confused. Girl, you is crazy. Thank you for the super chat. Char J, thank you for the super chat. Rename Mongolians. Wow, Char, they posted. Renamed Mongolians. Yeah. Yep, thank you so much. The Don, thank you for the super chat. But didn't the Native Americans get land, but let the white people build casinos on it for zero taxes? That's not our fault. So let me tell you about that too. Yes, the $5 footlongs did get lands. Most of them were pushed to reservations though. Most of them were pushed to reservations. And the ones who did get the casinos, the so-called tribes that did get them, are the people, those were clear people cosplaying as Native Americans. Most of them ain't get shit, to be completely honest. Yeah, but they did get pushed to reservations. And then right now, in the last few years, they've been getting kicked off too. They've been getting kicked off their reservations. That's crazy work. You did all that work helping to capture these Negroes, and then now, and you say you gonna give me some land. I get the land, then you gonna come take it back. You get it? Esther. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The clears. Put on the list of the clears who misusing the food stamp place. Put on the ones who be putting that shit in their mouth. Yeah, the white boys. I see them, and it's the most disgusting thing. They walk around with a clear plastic bottle of empty water. Now y'all done got me started. Put that on there. Them nasty bastards. They sit around with that shit impacting on the side of their jaw. Okay. And then once they do that, they start spitting it in that damn bottle, and they buy it by the pack. Oh yeah, that dip. That's the name of it. Dip, snuff, whatever the hell. Put that on the list of things that you're not going to support them buying, because they buy that shit like 90 going west, 3-4 cans at a time. I done seen it in the store. I'm just trying to buy my liquor, because in Georgia you got to go to a liquor store to get liquor. And I gotta wait for the clear man in front of me who want to buy 3-4 cans of that bullshit that he want to put on the side of his mouth and spit into that goddamn bottle. just disgusting and nasty. I hope they jaws fall off. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I hope the whole side of their face fall off. Yes, I do. Nasty ass. And they got wives. How you kiss that nigga? Get away from me. It's crazy. Yeah, I wanted to add that part. Thank you, Esther, for the super chat. So clear people don't wear lace fronts and fake nails. LOL. My people take everything so personal. I ain't never seen a clear person with the lace. No, they do. They do. You're right. You're right. You're right. They do. The new ones, the new clears, though. See, the old clears, they rolling over in their grave. They would have never thunk their grandkids would turn out to be so niggerish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the new clears, they do. You're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Esther. You're right. When you're right, Faye. When you are right, you are right. Yes, they do. I was about to say, I ain't never seen one. Then I thought about I never seen one in person, but I've definitely seen them online. Yes, I have. MOB, thank you for the super chat. Boo, I didn't mean right now. I'm in later today. Yeah, if I can get this hair on, I might come on here later today if I can get this hair on right, girl. I don't mean to call you a girl, MOB. I'm sorry. I just be talking like that. But now, if I get this hair on later on, yes, I'll come on because I need to do it live anyway. I ain't been live all week, child. All right, let's get into the show, guys. Thank y'all for the super chat. All right, now that was the honorable mention. Get off here, man. Let's go to the boy. Oh, let's get the boy who cursed y'all out. Let's get him on here. Let's get him up here and get it done. So the boy, what's the girl name? No, we ain't gonna get him first. Let's get these mayors, honey. Y'all been cutting up with these mayors, huh? Let's get Eric Adams on here first. So bald head Eric Adams, who flip-flop, he been so flip-floppy to me. I'm not a fan of Eric Adams. But Eric Adams, he is the mayor of New York. Shout out to New York. And he was told, well, he did a press conference or something, because I guess they want him to resign. And he said, all you Negroes who want me to resign, who want me to resign, y'all tripping. I am Jesus. Okay? He said, I am the second coming of Jesus. They did the same thing to him. Y'all Negroes better get in line. Let's get into it.
Be talking to the president. Well, I'm the mayor of the biggest city in America. I will.
Wait, not that one. Let's go to this one first.
So this is a biblical moment. You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God, forgive them. Are you stupid?
It was the "Are you stupid" at the end. This shit is laughable. You literally cannot make this up. This is laughable. Do you hear me? This is laughable. Hold on. Now, this him talking. Look, he was feeling himself too. Look.
Talking to the president. Well, I'm the mayor of the biggest city in America. I will talk to who I want to talk to bring services to your city.
Girl, this is crazy. We on the mayor edition of this show. Now, let's get what happened when they asked him why he was talking about Negroes and Jesus and all of that, girl. Look at what he said.
Well, you spoke about Black History Month, and in it you said, quote, all these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God forgive them. Are you implying that if you're black, you have to support you?
No, not at all. I'm asking for all New Yorkers to support me.
So who are you specifically talking to when you say Negroes?
Well, who has stepped down? Who has asked me to step down? If you look at that whole speech, the speech talked about the continuation of lighting your flame and continue to light and shine. And that's what we've done in this administration with our team. So those who have called for me to allow my flame to prematurely be extinguished, that's who I'm talking about.
So you're saying all New Yorkers are Negroes?
I thought I was very clear in my definition of what I said. All New Yorkers, we got 8.3 million New Yorkers, 8.3 million people didn't call for me to step down. I get just the opposite when I'm in the streets.
So anybody who's black who calls for you to step down, they need help from God. I'm focusing on this because your use of the word Negro has come up repeatedly over the last couple of weeks, and I think some people actually have an issue with that term. So explain who you're talking to when you use that term specifically.
I didn't say they need help from God. I said pray for them. Wasn't that what I said? You
said, quote, God forgive them.
Exactly. Let's pray for them. And so let's focus on this for a moment. Isn't our democracy is based on who the people of the city elect? Why are we trying to disrupt and take the power away from the people of the city who elected me to be the mayor? And then ask the question, what have I done that we're going to usurp that power from the people? I have not been convicted of a crime. I've moved the city forward. I've done the job that New York has asked me to do. And so when you have those that are trying to usurp the power of the voting rights of the people, that is not democracy, and God forgive them.
Listen, bro, if you're going to say it in a public place like that, you got to stand on it. You got to stand on it. This is the thing. First of all, the term Negro is not offensive. I want my people on here. Negro is not an offensive term in these times, okay? It was offensive when they turned us to Negroes from indigenous and took our tribes away. Then it was offensive. But even then, our people became okay with it. Then it was, Negro is not an offensive term. Don't get caught up in that, first of all. Second of all, the fact is he was talking to the black people. That's what he was talking to. He was talking to the black people. He feel like it's niggas, because that's what he wanted to say is niggas. But see, he can't say that. That's too harsh. Okay? What he wanted to say was niggas, but he's saying Negroes to kind of soften the blow. You got to stand on that, bro. You got to stand on that. You said it on a big public platform. You know it was about to go viral. Say, yeah, I was talking to the black people who was calling for me to be resigning. Listen, you don't have to say all the black people. I was talking to the people who look like me, who's trying to call for me to resign from my position. Those are the people who I was talking to. But instead, you want to run scared like a little biatch. Just stand on it. Like, you said what you said. Like, it ain't no way around it. Like, nobody's about to sit up here and be able to, he couldn't even answer it and deflect from it because there's no way to do it. Like, come on, man. Listen, the sting only happens when you make it have that sting. You said what you said. You was talking to the black people in New York. Period, perm blank. Like, people just be fake outraged for nothing. And he a lame ass nigga too. Get him up out of there. I didn't like when he was over there promoting all them immigrants coming in there. And I didn't like when he flipped it and turned around and said, no, never mind. Because I felt like it was reaching and it was clout chasing. Get him up out of there. Now let's move to the next mayor. Let's get her on here. Y'all know this our favorite mayor. Our super mayor, favorite mayor. Get her on here. Where's she at? Mrs. E, the one and the only. Listen, there will never be another. This woman here is one of a kind. Okay? The one and only Mrs. Illegal. Tiffany Henyard, super mayor. Self-proclaimed super mayor. Nobody else called her that. She called herself that. Okay? Self-proclaimed super mayor Tiffany Illegal Henyard went up for re-election. Now, she was very confident before. She said the people love her. She said everybody else just hating on her, but she understands that the people love her. Let's get her before the election, honey. Let's get her on here before the election. Hey, y'all.
Well, hey, Tiffany.
How y'all doing?
Tiffany Henyard, defiant on this decision day in Dalton.
Is there anything in hindsight that you would have done differently over these last 4 years?
Yeah, I would have told on the trustees sooner.
The trustees she refers to are her former allies. 4 years ago, they ran as a slate, with Henyard promising transparency and accountability. Instead,
Mayor, we've left you voicemail messages. We had to go to the Illinois Attorney General's office to get you to turn over documents.
residents got a self-proclaimed super mayor who spent tax dollars on travel, self-promotion, and a questionable cancer charity. All of it exposed by WGN Investigates, and now the subject of an ongoing FBI investigation. But why should residents pay for you to stay at the Four Seasons and a
we're talking
$10,000
about
bill in
We're
New
talking
York?
about
First class
the
travel.
election today. So you guys want some good
Those
footage?
issues are
Some
on
good
the
things from me?
ballot,
We've
don't
been
you
talking
think?
about the same thing for 4 years. I've answered every question possible.
You've never answered
So if you guys want to talk about me winning this seat this evening, let's go. I'll sit down with any of you. But I want some positive press for a change.
There you go. Now she said what she said. She said it don't matter if she's spending y'all money down to the Four Seasons. She said mind y'all business. Okay. Basically she's confident. She's ready to go. You know, it's been a crazy time in this mayor content, girl. So this what happened, girl. This before the election. Miss Illegal got on there and not only lost. Listen to me and listen to me good. They say she got what, 12% of the vote? 12, bitch. I think it's 12. Get it up here. Hold on.
Breaking news as we come on the air tonight. It appears Tiffany Henyard is out. Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Schneider.
I'm Dawn Hasbrook. Our Dane Placco has been the leader in breaking news on all of the Dalton drama. Dane, this sounds like a shocker.
Yeah, Tiffany Henyard didn't just lose tonight. You might call this a political annihilation. Her opponent, trustee Jason House, getting a 7-1 margin on over her tonight. House with 87.9% of the 4,400 votes cast here today. Henyard getting just 12% of the vote. Those numbers came in fast this evening, sparking a huge celebration here at House's campaign headquarters. An explosion of cheers and emotion tonight as the numbers started coming in, showing Jason House and his slate winning in a landslide. Some people even started dancing. Tonight's election effectively signals the end of the 4-year tumultuous term of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who garnered national attention for her lavish spending, personal perks, and questionable contracts, all of which are now at the center of an FBI investigation. Now, the past few months in Dalton have been political chaos with canceled meetings, a no-show mayor, even a fistfight at the Thornton Township meeting where Henyard is also the elected supervisor. House telling the crowd tonight that Dalton's nightmare is finally over.
We faced 4 years of intimidation, 4 years of failure, and tonight is the new day for the community of Dalton.
We have suffered for 4 years, and now victory. Yes. We are claiming victory today is ours.
Henyard is out. We dancing all night, y'all, all night. We so happy.
Now, we've not been able to track down Tiffany Henyard yet tonight. She was not telling anybody earlier where she was holding her campaign event. She's been laying low, but we did talk to her earlier today as she cast her vote at a nearby school. Here's what she had to say around 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Don't win, what are you going to do?
I might run for something bigger. You never know. We're not going to talk about that till we get the results, but I am confident that I will have a landslide this evening. My residents do love me despite fake news not showing the good that I do in the community, because I do a ton of good, but y'all just painted me as bad news for 4 years.
So not only did Jason House win, but also his backed clerk and 3 of the trustees, which means there will be almost a full slate of new trustees on the Dalton Village Board that are supporting Jason House. A huge political shakeup here in Dalton tonight. This is the primary election. There is a general election still with an independent candidate running against House on April 1st, but for all practical purposes, here in a very blue suburb, it is the general election as well. Live in Dalton, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
Now, girl, she didn't have to lose that bad now. Hold on. I got the video. I think this video I got shows how bad she lost. Girl, it was like the other man was like 70-something%. And then she had like Tiffany is, first of all, Tiffany really crazy. Something really wrong with Tiffany at this point. Like, I know we be dragging Tiff, but I think something really wrong with Tiff. Tiff said, the man said, what's going to happen if you lose? Tiff said, oh, I'll just run for something bigger. Something is wrong with Super Mayor Tiffany. We got to send a wellness check. Who around there? Who live around Tiffany or close to her? Call the police and say you ain't heard from her so they can go do a wellness check. Something is wrong. They said they ain't got in touch with him. We don't know what's going on. We got to send somebody around there to do a wellness check. Look at this video. I think this one explained the loss.
Primary tonight. He won a large margin over Henyard after months of controversy surrounding her time in office. House and his supporters are celebrating his primary victory tonight.
The Dalton senior trustee ran on the promise to, quote, clean house. And WGN's Jenna Barnes is live at House's campaign watch party with the latest tonight. Jenna.
Hi, Ray and Micah. The party is still going here in Dalton. A landslide victory for trustee Jason House with just under 88% of the vote. His entire slate defeated Mayor Tiffany Henyard's. And tonight, as they celebrate, they're also promising transparency and accountability. Senior trustee Jason House, now the Democratic nominee for mayor of Dalton, unseating his one-time ally, Tiffany Henyard.
We faced 4 years of intimidation, 4 years of failure, and tonight is the new day for the community of Dalton.
Years of infighting between the mayor and her board of trustees over Henyard's lack of transparency on spending spilled over into explosive public meetings, putting Dalton under the microscope of 2 outside investigations, one of them federal. And now the voters have spoken.
That message was given to Tiffany in this case, but us as elected officials, they've set a mandate. We have to continue listening to them and make sure that we do the right things.
They showed that they were frustrated and didn't want to deal with what's going on in our community, and I'm happy about it.
Supporters of the Clean House slate celebrating a big win.
Because they're transparent, they have integrity, and they're honest. And that's what politicians need to be. Be honest and be for the people.
Voters at the polls telling WGN News change was on the ballot.
I hope it brings back the joy, the happiness, and the peace that the community had before.
Things that just have been happening have not been okay, and it's important to make a stance, and I'm bringing my daughter to show her the importance of making our voice heard in the community.
And we checked in with House throughout the day. Sorry guys, it seems there's a fight breaking out just behind us. We could hear the yelling behind us. It looks like trustee, now mayoral nominee Jason House is nearby, and it appears a couple of people are dragging someone away from the fray. It's unclear from our vantage point what happened. Just as we were coming back on air, we heard yelling and screaming and saw a bunch of heads turning. So we're going to work on figuring out what exactly happened there. It seems like it is calming down now. Jason House had told us he was confident in the voter turnout today, and about 9% more people, registered voters, voted in today's primary than they did back in 2021 when Henyard first won her primary. We're live in Dalton tonight. Jenna Barnes, WGN News.
All right, Jenny, keep us posted what's going on there, and we'll check in back if we need to. Thank you.
Now, I have a question for the city people of Dalton. What is going on? Why is y'all in there throwing fisticuffs at the mayor place? I'm trying to see something. Now, I get it. Y'all excited. But how y'all fighting? Wait. The lady got caught off guard. Poor clear woman say, oh, there's a commotion behind us. That lady wanted to say, cut the cameras, get me out of this bitch. What's going on in Dalton, girl? Y'all got to stop now, Dalton people. Don't fight at the police, y'all. It's a time in the police. Fight outside the police. Don't do it in front of the clear people. Now they're gonna put it all on the camera and say y'all crazy. Now, that's the only thing I would have to ask. Hell, it look like I might need to send more than one wellness check. What's going on in Dalton? I need to send a National Guard to check on all y'all. Y'all got to stop. Now, the lady lost. The man won by 88%. This lady had 12% of the vote. Do you hear me? Right, Gladys? I didn't shred. I didn't shred. Wait, 12% of the vote now? Tiffany, just go lay down, Fed. Maybe that's what she's doing. She laying down. That's what it is. Tiffany laying down. She done had enough. Lori Lightfoot on her ass about that money, and she just probably laying down. At the end of the day, Tiffany, the people say get up off of here. They tired of you. Don't run for nothing else. Tiffany, if you lost by 12%, that is a clear indication that nobody likes you. No, literally. And honestly, I think that 12% was just to say that somebody voted for you. I'm starting to wonder if anybody even voted for you at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Tiffany, go lay down. And to the people down at Dalton, y'all go lay down too. See, y'all get too excited and get to acting crazy. Now, it's a time and a place, Negroes. Y'all gotta fight outside of the place, not inside where we celebrate. It's a time and a place to the Dalton Negroes, to my Dalton Negroes. Love y'all down to the ground. But y'all got to stop now. It's a time and a place. Go fight outside. Catch them at the club. Y'all know y'all going to an after party. I'm pretty sure it's a juke joint somewhere around the corner, girl. You know what I'm saying? Wait till y'all get around there and get that looker in you. Then start scrapping over there. Let's have a little decorum down to the place where the people be doing political stuff, okay? Please, if you can, to the Dalton residents, I get it, stakes are high, intentions are high, you know what I'm saying? But if you can, please wait till y'all get down to the juke joint and fight down there. I promise you it's gonna be more fun. Ain't nobody gonna break it up. The police not gonna come. You get it? Be strong, Dalton people. Be strong. I know y'all done been through a lot. I ain't even gonna drag y'all. Y'all done been with a mayor like this. I'll be out there fighting too. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But be strong, y'all. Be strong. Bye, Tiffany. Get off of here, illegal. I'm gonna keep your picture though. But get off of here, illegal. Crazy to herself. She looked crazy. I don't see how y'all didn't think nothing was wrong with her when you looked at her. She looked like something wrong with her. Hold on. But one more thing. Brandon Johnson, you up next. Can't wait till you get your turn. But you know who else is up next? Let me get a picture of her. Hold on. Let me give y'all a wiggle break for Black History Month so I can go get the picture.
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the black, the nigga I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to shake, they want the black, cause I'm black, nigga the black, the black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if your leg, wiggle, lift your leg, bounce, lift your leg, hustle, lift your leg, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, black. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
All right, I went got her. Yeah, I hope y'all got the likes up on the video. Let's get this one up here from New Orleans. Well, she not from New Orleans. She actually from California. So California, this is all y'all's fault. Y'all shouldn't have sent her around here. Cali. Toya T.D. Cantrell. That's her name. Yes, it is. Now, Toya Cantrell is a California native, migrated down to New Orleans. I don't know who went and got her, but I want you to bring her back, okay? Now, the city is ghetto, okay? So they love Toya. But TD, they call her TD. You know what I'm saying? It sound crazy? Hold on. It's probably because it's uploading. 1 second. Sounded distorted. All right, let me give y'all till I get ready.
Let's go, Miss Peggy.
Y'all make it.
Let's go, Peggy. Miss Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother. Ah, make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, do it for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Wobble for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Ooh, Peggy Sue, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy about to say she about to work it like a black girl. Make that ass jump, make it rock like a black girl. Rock. You fine, Peggy. You fine, Peggy. Ooh, you fine, Peggy. Ooh, bow-legged Peggy and a booty kind of heavy. Bend it on over, girl, toot it like a levy. Bow-legged Peggy, booty kind of heavy. Bend that ass over, toot it like a levy. Lift that ass, lift that ass, lift that ass. Ooh, Peggy about to work, she about to rock, she about to move, she about to make it. Oh, Miss Peggy.
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home. in heaven. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. 'Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes, yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing, such as I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else, 'cause I'm me, and that's alright. I am lovable, I am loving, and I am loved. Yeah, I am healthy, and I am wealthy. So until my Father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry. I was muted. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I was talking down too, girl. Sorry about that, y'all. So listen, this here is TD. Mayor Toya Cantrell, by way of Cali. She's the mayor of New Orleans. She's a hot ghetto mess. She gave the city of New Orleans a statue of a pig. Now New Orleans is ghetto like Dalton, so they fights, okay? And this what happened. TD be everywhere. Just to give you her background, she be everywhere. She went down to a club and almost got beat up. The girl told her she'll beat her up. She talking about she was breaking up the fight. The girl said, bitch, if you touch me, I'll beat you up. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of city the city of New Orleans is, okay? Now, TD is a hot-ass mess, and it's time for her to go. But the black people love her down there because, you know, we can be a mess at times. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a bit of what TD is about. Look at TD. Yes, back up on my bullshit. Back up. That's the type of mail they got down there. Yeah. That's the TD mail. Okay. And now ain't nothing wrong with her having a good time. New Orleans is a city where you have a good time. So I ain't even really tripping on that. But sometimes TD goes far. Okay. Sometimes TD goes far. No, TD not no dagger. TD actually got caught sleeping with her security. Yes, she did. There's a reporter down there named Lee Zurich. He was doing the Lord's work. He found out that heifer was using the taxpayers' money to treat her nigga. Oh, yes, ma'am. Baby, apartments, yes. Vacations, yes. Shout out to Lee Zurich. Exposed her. Okay? Yeah, this is who we dealing with. So listen. Vushi been here since the 90s for Xavier. I don't care. She's still from Cali. A lot of people come down for Dillard and Xavier. I'm here for it. But she's still from Cali. She ain't one of us. So look. She ain't a New Orleans native. I'll say that. But look, let me say this. So TD. Now, in TD's defense, let me set this up. Let me say this. Let me set this up in TD's defense. New Orleans, the people who run New Orleans, who really run New Orleans, are clear people and they hella racist. Okay, they hella racist. So the major parades down there, starting Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and leading up to Tuesday, are clear parades. Endymion, Bacchus, Orpheus. You know, that's the foreign Mardi Gras. That's the clear Mardi Gras. We got Negro Mardi Gras, local Mardi Gras, the real Mardi Gras. That happens away from that. But every year, when your float comes in, you have to toast to the mayor. The mayor toasts you, okay? So boom. This year, from what I heard, it was a clear man on the float who flipped the bird at her. And because TD is this type of TD, we'll never forget. Now, this is who we dealing with. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no regular schmegular. This is the type of person we dealing with, okay? Because she's this person, when the people pointed their middle finger, TD pointed it back. Check it out.
Love you. God bless you. I feel happy. Love
you. Did y'all see it? I'm gonna play it one more time. Why? It's at the very end of the video. Look.
Love you. God bless you. I feel happy.
Now listen. All other behaviors is a problem. This one I wasn't really mad at because, you know, the people, from what I heard, was being racist on the float. And that's what they do. Remember, this the clear people, okay? But TD, other than that, you gotta go at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because there are certain levels of decorum as a male you're supposed to have. I get it. TD probably was drunk. I ain't gonna lie. She probably was drunk. But still, TD, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. But black folks love her in New Orleans. Remember who we dealing with. TD said, go play with your mom. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to add her in the end, just to show y'all that the Negro males been around here cutting up. They just been around here doing the most. I don't know what's going on. It must be something in the mail water. I don't know. All I know is all the nigger males been acting a fool. And at this point, we tired. We as the people, we tired. We really want y'all to get it together. Be the best representation of us, not the worst, okay? Please, black males, be the best reputation of us, or representation. Don't be the worst. We got enough. They already fighting in Dalton. We don't need illegal on here with all of this. We already got a lot of stuff going on in New Orleans. We don't need her over there pointing middle fingers and doing this. You feel me? We need the best of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. One more time, TD.
Love you. God bless you. I feel happy.
This, and you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, this why people in New Orleans love her, because she do real shit. She do real shit. You know what I'm saying? But still, TD, it's a time and a place now. You know what I mean? It's a time. It's a time. Girl, the mail water. Something in the mail water. That's all I could think of. Something is definitely in the mail water. We gotta, as a community, guys, we gotta start holding each other accountable. Is she drunk? Is a pig coochie salty? Hell yeah, she drunk. TD gets lit. Girl, please. TD gets litty. She gets a folio off that Julio. Yay. Girl, TD be dancing. Girl, please. Girl. And see how they got them arms folded, huh? The tax people and the politicians. Didn't I tell y'all what I told y'all yesterday? See how hard she got them arms folded? Girl, that tell you everything you need to know. Black women, stop folding your arms in the pictures, because now it's starting to be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Tita, you still gotta go though. It's time for you to go. Now we gotta move on. We gotta move on. Girl, Tita be drunk as a skunk. Do you hear me? Tita don't play with them. Now I want to move on to really quickly, y'all, because I'm hungry. I'm starving. Let's go to Joy Reid right quick. Joy Reid, I'm so glad she's gone, because although I believe in freedom of speech, I still also believe in what's wrong and what's wrong. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Joy Reid got on here and was arguing with a lady down, or debating with a lady, talking about a children's book, little kids, a children's book and she was saying that the lady should not have the book banned, even though the book details a child being R-worded in the book. Let's get into it.
The expertise.
Do y'all remember when Joy Reid said this?
Yeah. The question I'm asking is, what is the expertise that you have and other Moms for Liberty advocates have to decide that a book, an award-winning book like All Boys Aren't Blue, isn't appropriate for students to read? What is your expertise?
What a tragic story of a young man who's anal raped by his adult family member. So you have incest, rape, pedophilia. In what context is a strap-on acceptable for public school? That's my question to you. Tell me what the context around the strap-on or the rape of a minor child by a teacher.
Hold on a second.
You're asking me to remember the name of an author.
You
the
just
name of the
remembered
author
very
doesn't
specific names.
Joy.
Here's my question.
We're talking about strap. You didn't answer my question.
No. What I'm saying to you is that as you are not an expert in this book,
I don't have to be an expert to know that those aren't appropriate for public school. I mean, come on, let's get real.
This book is a full context story, as you said, of the author's experience. Why is it your right, or a Moms for Liberty activist's right, to say that a parent who wants their child to have access to this book, which gives a personal experience of this author, why doesn't a liberal parent, for instance, or a parent of an LGBTQ kid, why don't they have a right for their child to just have access to this book? Why is it your right to say they can't?
So, again, we're talking about and
each parent, each parent has to decide what is appropriate for their child to read. Right. What is your right to tell a parent who wants their child, who might feel seen by this story, why don't they have the right? Why don't they have the right as a parent to say, my child can have access to this book?
If a child feels seen by this story, that means that they have been the victim of a predator. That means that they have either been raped by a family member, they've experienced
and your proof of that is what?
You just said that
What's
if a child feels seen by this story.
That's why I'm happy that people will no longer be subject to those types of opinions.
Let me say this. I didn't want to get into politics at all, on my soul. But when I started seeing the attack on the children, that's when I started paying attention to politics. Joy was literally arguing with this lady. Mind you, this isn't like the kids can't have it in the home. This is children's book down to the schoolhouse. Okay? And Joy was literally arguing this lady down that a book that talks about R-wording, P-wording, and all types of dildo, all that stuff is appropriate for children, and she shouldn't be the one over there saying that they shouldn't have access to it. There was a direct attack on our children under that administration. I don't care about none of that other stuff. My main goal and focus was that was a direct attack on our babies. Now, the worst part is the reason why the clear woman was over there advocating to have that stuff taken out is their children are affected more than ours. It's sick. It's sad. And anybody, for any reason, who would argue that a child should have access to a book like that because they can identify with it and don't even think about the words that left their mouth and say, why would a child identify being R-worded and undergoing pedophilia and all that stuff? Why, instead of thinking, oh my God, when the words leave her lips, oh snap. What I'm saying is a child would identify with that, then that would be a problem within itself. No. She kept going and kept going and kept going. I believe in freedom of speech. I do. But when you directly attacking kids, I think your freedom should be taken away. Okay? So that's what I want to show y'all with the Joy Reid thing. She's disgusting and a nasty person. A very nasty person. But this is what they were doing to the books in your children's school. Okay? This is exactly what they were doing to your children's books in school. It wasn't just that book. It was another book. I can't remember where it was. I can't remember what state it was, and the people started going crazy. But it was a whole book to the kindergartens talking about boy, girl, same-sex marriages, and all. It was a whole, man. And them people, I forgot what state it was in, but them people was losing their minds. Like, y'all, this is not okay. This is not okay. Let me read some of these super chats. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. Glow Plus, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Boo, Ghana gained independence from the British in 1957. It existed before that. Independence doesn't mean that's when the country was created. You're absolutely right. Independence does not mean that's when the country was created. However, a lot of those people in Ghana, Nigeria, all those new places are not indigenous to those specific lands. A lot of those tribes are new tribes. Okay, so with that being said, if you don't have Aboriginal people from the area that were the ones, you know what I'm saying, that are occupying the land today, then that would mean that just because they got its name in 1957, if you add the people in that are new, then you would have to also have to say that, yeah, that's a new place. The nation is new. The nation itself is new, and I get it. I did read the history about them going to war with Great Britain and all that stuff. I did read that. But at the end of the day, most of those people that came to those lands are new people. They new people. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Moving on. Thank you so much for the super chat. Olivia Dreams, thank you for the super chat. She's going to give birth in the Fed penitentiary. You talking about illegal? Child. That's where she want to be, huh? I guess, honey. 7, thank you for becoming a new member. 7, where you been at? I feel like I ain't seen you in a while. Hey, boo. Hey, boo, boo, boo. Miss you. Thank you for becoming a new member. KB, thank you for the super chat. Boo, what is wrong with us? Come get her. Am I wrong for liking her? TD? No, listen, the people in New Orleans love TD. They love her. And I see why, because she is down to earth. But she really is doing them dirty, though. They just don't know it. That's the only thing. They just don't know it. Thank you for the super chat, Trey. Boo, can you spend an educational Friday on going through New Orleans culture, Mardi Gras, Congo Square, etc.? I'm from New York, but I love New Orleans. Oh yeah, Congo Square. That's one of the oldest places. Still to this day, that's there. Congo Square is where the Black people used to meet to do a lot of their cultural dances, a lot of their cultural celebrations. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it one day. I absolutely will, because that's a good idea. I kind of touched on it a little bit in my video that I posted on this channel with talking about the highway system and how they put the highway system through people through the most indigenous parts of the lands. You see what I'm saying? Where it was most culturally significant. I did I want to show y'all something now that we on it. This is why I can't never get off here on time, but I don't care. I got to show y'all this. It's on my heart to show it to y'all. So really quickly, all the interstate systems that you see are placed specifically in cultural places of Black America, okay? Every single one of them. Don't ever get that twisted, okay? Now, with that being said, they did that on purpose to literally break up our culture. Congo Square was one of them. But I want to show y'all, because I got a whole video on this. I'm looking for, yeah, I want to show y'all the before and the after. I can show y'all the old Mardi Gras too. Yeah, I'll show y'all the old Mardi Gras. But I want to show y'all the before and the after and how this significance is extremely, extremely important. Get the likes up on the video. We're just diverting really quickly. I just want to show y'all something. So boom. Oh, I should have got that Congo Square picture too. It was on there too. Oh, let me show y'all a picture of Congo Square. Get the likes up on the video, y'all. Since it was on there, since he brought it up, I want to show y'all that too. It's an old depiction, not a picture, but it's an old depiction of Congo Square and the black people who were there back in those days. Honey, yes. Get the likes up on the video. Did I pass it up? I want to say, yeah, here you go. Here you go. All right. So here's an old photo of Mardi Gras. Ain't it cute? I want to say this from like the early 1900s. I want to say the 20s or 30s, if I can remember correctly. Forgive me if I don't remember, but I want to say it was like the, yeah, I want to say it's like the 30s, the 20s or the 30s. That's an old Mardi Gras, black Mardi Gras. You feel me? Remember, this the same people right here. This the same Zulu people. This the same Zulu people right here. Where they at? Get them on here. Did I delete them? I hope I didn't delete them. You see the makeup? That's the same people. That's Zulu. All right. But let me show y'all something else. This is Congo Square. This is a depiction of Congo Square. You know, the clear people was over there taking notes and drawing pictures to tell everybody what was going on in New Orleans. And this is a depiction of Congo Square and how the black people used to come together and they would celebrate at Congo Square. Congo Square is still there today. Okay, but it's very cultural, very rich in culture. Honestly, when you go down there, you could feel it. Like, you can literally feel how rich, and I'm talking about in Congo Square. When you get to Congo Square, it's something that I don't know if it's the ancestors, I don't know what it is, but you could just feel that's your people. You know what I'm saying? But this was a very popular place, still popular today. A lot of tourists go to Congo Square. The ones who actually do research on New Orleans, they go to Congo Square and they do a lot of visitation there. And to this day, a lot of the second lines, a lot of the stuff happens in Congo Square right now to this day. Okay. Yeah. If y'all ever get a chance, if y'all go to New Orleans, Bourbon Street, that's for fun. They got a lot of rich history in New Orleans. Get with somebody black that can talk to you, or do your own research if you want to, that could really tell you about the rich stuff you need to be going to look at. Okay. Yeah, but this is kind of a depiction of what they say they were doing down there. Now, and I think this is from the 1800s. Yeah, I want to say, yeah, I know it was during slavery, so in the 1800s. So anyway, look. Now, I want to show y'all something. This is the highway system. This is not Canal Street. This is Claiborne Avenue. This is where a lot of black people come. We do our second lines. Our biggest second lines typically be under this bridge, or if it's not under this bridge, it's uptown or whatever the case may be. But it's a straight shot from South Claiborne all the way up to North Claiborne, and it's a straight shot. When Hoover put in the interstate system, he put in the interstate system in this area for a reason. Let me show you the reason. Back before I-10, mind you, this is the same place. This is the bridge. It's the same street. Before the I-10, look in the middle of this picture right here. Nothing but full oak trees that were older than the people that were there, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old, probably ancient for some of them. But that strip was lined with nothing but oak trees. And back then, before the interstate, this is for anybody in New Orleans, this is going to be your little history. And I learned this myself. Before they put the interstate there, this strip was lined with nothing but successful black businesses on both sides. Not only was it successful black businesses on both sides, it was like a little mini Black Wall Street. Okay, I'm just telling y'all, this is a fact. Go look it up. This was like a mini Black Wall Street. Okay, everybody who had anything and people was getting to the bag. It was like lit. J. Edgar Hoover decides, oh yeah, let's run the whole interstate through there and break all that shit up. And he did. But there's something even more significant about the strip. We came there to celebrate a lot of cultural things, but those oak trees were even more significant. Okay? I'm giving y'all a quick little history right quick. I'm giving you the cliff notes. Those oak trees were even more significant. A lot of our cultural dances, a lot of the Indians, a lot of the things that we did happened on that strip under those oak trees. Okay. A lot of people lost businesses. A lot of people lost land, homes, all type of stuff from this area. They broke up. This was a New Orleans Black Wall Street. Okay. But a lot of cultural things were connected directly to those oak trees. Now, let me show you how they try to give us somewhat humor. Can you see? I wonder if you can see it on here. You may not be able to see it here, but anybody who's from New Orleans and tell you I ain't lying. And next time you go down there on Claiborne, pay attention. Under the bridge, under each of these pillars that hold up this bridge, there's some artwork. Do you know that they painted oak trees on these pillars to replace the ones that were already culturally there? These are Black artists, mind you. These are Black artists who's doing this work. But on these pillars that hold up this bridge, when you go downtown to New Orleans on Claiborne and Broad, I mean not Claiborne and Broad, Claiborne and Canal, Claiborne all the way, St. Bernard from St. Bernard and Claiborne. Yeah, St. Bernard and Claiborne all the way uptown. Each of these pillars have what do you call it? Artwork on it. But a lot of them have the oak trees that were torn down to create the highway system. Okay. So that's a quick little tidbit history for y'all. Yes, New Orleans had its own Black Wall Street. Yes, it was full of extremely successful Black people. Yes, we were thriving. Yes, we were doing our own thing until they put the interstate system in and broke all that shit up. Oh, and by the way, they did it on the low to where the people didn't know. By the time they found out, it was too late. Papers was already signed. It was going up. Okay. And I always wondered, it's crazy because I always wonder, improvise, listen, tell the truth. Every time something go down in this downtown, where we at? Under the bridge. We don't even know why we be under there. We don't even know why we be under there. Every second line, not everyone, but most of the second lines that's downtown going under the bridge. Matter of fact, they was under the bridge when they did Frankie Beverly and May's funeral. Remember when they was carrying the y'all recall when they were carrying the casket when they did a funeral for Frankie Beverly? That's a cultural place. This is a cultural staple in the city. Under the bridge. This is a cultural staple in the city. We don't even know why we doing what we doing, but we doing it. You get it? So yeah, I just wanted to share that little tidbit history with you. But yeah, I'm gonna do a deeper dive into Congo Square because that's dope too. All right. Whew. Let's move on. I feel like I keep going off the topic, but I have to. I feel like if it's on me, I got to talk about it. All right, now let's move on to Lil Baby, guys. So Lil Baby is accused of starting or inciting gang violence between two rival groups. He took his ass down to this place and did a video shoot, I guess, in the ops area, and that intense sparked a gang. Before I do that, it sparked a gang fire or a gang fight, and two 13-year-olds were unalive. Okay. But before I do that, hold on. Let me read the rest of these super chats. Oh, live your dreams. Thank you for the super chat. Flex on my ex is insane for a 304 her age. Facts. Thank you for the super chat. Talise, thank you for the super chat. They want to put condom vending machines in pre-K in Maryland. See what I'm saying? They overdoing it, bro. They overdoing it. That's a shame though, Talise. 7, thank you for the super chat. Or thank you for being a member for 9 months. Hey, boo, just got back from a cruise with my mama and had a blast. Miss you, sis. That's why I ain't seen you. 7, thank you. Welcome back, my love. Welcome back. Tiffany, thank you for the super chat. Are the plantations in NOLA really real? I don't know. To be completely honest, knowing what I know about history, I don't know. I would have to look into it. I never thought about that till you just asked me that. Now I'm thinking about it. To be completely honest, I don't know. I would have to go really do some real deep diving in history and look into it. And even if they are real, are the stories behind them real? I would have to go look into it. But thank you for putting that on my mind, because that's definitely something I need to look at. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. Trey, thank you for the super chat. I only learned about Congo Square because of Amel LaRue singing. Oh yeah, I love her. I don't wanna give it up song. When I went to Laurel Plantation and was blown away. We need you to tell it, Vu. It's crazy. Y'all came up with the same super chat. I'm gonna look into that. I am literally going to look into that. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Because I remember my mama made us go on this steamboat, the Creole Queen, and it when you ride it, it take you back to the plantations. I ain't been on it since I was like in middle school. We went on that thing, and we went back there and looked at them damn plantations on that damn steamboat with that nasty ass food, and the food nasty on the Creole Queen, but neither here nor there. Oh, that is Corinne Bailey Reid. My bad, wrong girl. But Amel, she have that other song that I love. She a light-skinned girl. I know who she is. She a light-skinned. Don't she got like long curly hair or something like that? I know Amel. She got one of them songs I like. I know her too. Yeah, that is Corinne Bailey Reid. You're right. Thank you, Trey, for the super chat. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna start working on that. All right. Moving on. Lil Baby went down there and started this fight down there, and 2 children lost their lives. Let's get into it.
Violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by a...
My bad. Let me play this one because this is the whole one.
Have charged 7 people with the murders. Fox 5's Tyler Fingard is live at Atlanta Police Headquarters to tell us what we're finding out. Tyler?
Yeah, Courtney, good evening to you. Investigators say 2 13-year-olds were innocent victims caught in a gang retaliation shooting while celebrating a birthday.
The overall theme in this case is grown men playing gangster.
Atlanta police say these are the innocent faces of gang violence in Atlanta. 2 of them, 13-year-old boys Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman, were killed. And 11-year-old Dontavius Davis was wounded last July in a shooting on Spark Street. APD says Freeman was killed on his 13th birthday.
Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes. Before gang violence ultimately took his life.
During an afternoon news conference, investigators blamed the deadly shooting on a local rapper. They said the attack was in retaliation for the rapper entering a rival gang's territory to film a music video.
In the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions, and you know who you are.
Authorities say a high-ranking member of the Goodfellas gang who was incarcerated orchestrated the attack using a smuggled cell phone. Following those instructions, the suspects opened fire at an apartment complex where the 3 young teens were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Police say they weren't the targets.
These kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these 2 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement.
Those arrested were identified as Keontae Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, DeKeithion Mobley, Marcus Crawford, Tradon Crawford, and Ali Caldwell. The final 2 were arrested Tuesday. Police had some tough talk for those responsible.
Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta, and we will pursue you relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppress.
That's sad. I hope my sound not bad because I'm uploading another video, and I think that's when it is. I think that's when the sound goes out. But listen, let me say this. Let me know if the sound is bad. But let me say this. They use these rappers to do just what happened. Why is Lil Baby, he grown, he got kids. Why is he filming music videos in the ops hood? I thought he said he wasn't even rapping about that type of stuff. Like, why? Why would he be doing that? Now, you coming to film this video, you get to go home. But these people are left with the beef and the drama after you go back to your mansion. This is sick. But the industry uses these rappers to do just what he did, incite us to go against each other and glorify it. He should be held accountable. Don't get me wrong. These kids is out of control. They already jumping off the bridge with these blickies and all that stuff. They already on their own stuff. But they don't need no extraness added to this. And remember, these are grown folks instructing children to kill each other. This is crazy. Gen 313 says you can't blame him for that. Yes, I can. And let me tell you why. When you carry influence and your influence influences people's actions, you have a responsibility. Lil Baby carries influence. He has no reason to be going in no damn ops territory to film no video, inciting no bull crap. Okay? So with that in that perspective, listen, again, and to your point, those kids were gonna probably end up unaliving somebody or whatever, regardless, because they already on the bull crap, to your point. However, this specific situation could have been avoided if he never showed up, this specific one. So in that regard, yeah, he is responsible. I can blame him for that. Because why is you going in some op neighborhood to film a video? I thought he said that he's not rapping like that no more. It's sad. It's just like now 2 kids gone, 2 mamas grieving, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna stop there. Remember, the beginning is Lil Baby decided to go into the ops neighborhood to film a video. Now, how many people about to lose their life because Lil Baby wanted to go play gangster on his music? Because he ain't that in real life. How many more kids or people, period, are now going to lose their lives because Lil Baby wanted to go play gangster? Because that ain't him. He just wanted to go down there and play gangster. Now people about to get shot, people about all this stuff because he want to go play gangster. You cannot make this up. Because that ain't even the real him. The gangster one ain't the real him. This the real him. He around there playing gangster with them when he's really a fun boy. Same thing with Meek Mill. All them niggas that get on the mics and say well all that bull crap and inciting these children who are super impressionable with undeveloped brains to go out there and do all that rah-rah bullshit. This them in real life. That's them on wax. They get to go home. They children don't have to be affected by that. Your kids do. Yeah, he responsible because that ain't even him. Niggas a whole fruit cake. Soft as baby shit. And he out there telling these children, not even telling, but just even inciting the bullshit. This is sad and it's sick. Now there's a lot of blame to go around. The mamas, the daddies, the community schools, there's a lot, the police, there's a lot of blame to go around. But the inception of this is his nasty ass. You think he be around them white folks talking about gangster shit? You think when he in the room with these white folks up here at the all-white parties, he over there talking about gangster shit? Hell no. This is sad, bro. Now, like I said, 2 kids dead now, and it ain't gonna stop there. And it could have been avoided if he did not decide, let me put my costume on, my gangster costume on, and go into the ops neighborhood and film a video. Callie Nola just said it. They're paid actors. That's who these rappers are. They're paid actors. Thank you, Callie Nola, for they're paid actors. That's literally who they are. Shit sick, bro. Shit sick. Nasty motherfucker. Get your nasty ass off here. Over there playing gangster with them kids and in them hoods, and they gonna just say you gangster because you got money and you got influence. Whole time you about a white boy doing this. You over here talking about blickies and gangster, and when you get by the nigga kids, you over here hollering that gangster shit. But when you get by the white boy, you doing this. That's what I'm saying. And he not responsible. He know how to turn that shit on and off. Why he don't turn it off when he go around them kids? It'll be one thing if you around adults, but you around kids. Why you don't turn that shit off when you around them kids? You turn it off when you around them white folks. Ice cream sandwich head ass. Man, fuck these rappers. I don't like none of these niggas, to be completely honest. Y'all wonder why I don't like this doggone these industry people, man. Them people devils, bro. They promotion of all the destruction in the community, and most people can't see it because they so busy being entertained. I can't stand none of these goddamn celebrities. Moving on. Okay. Prayers up for them families. Yeah, that's a whole complex situation itself. Prayers up for the families. Now, I want to move on. These underground mines. So let me tell y'all a quick little story real quick before I get off of here. So my auntie works at one of these underground mines, right? Now this is supposed to be top secret. She says she down there processing retirements and all of that, but secret government employees. Now my thing is this: first and foremost, who you down there processing paperwork for? And I asked her, and she said some of the people is not even American, and the paperwork is written up in different languages. Like she said, she found somebody that was Chinese, and the stuff was written up in Mandarin. I said, so what exactly are you processing? Now, this is one or two of my things. I was thinking one or two things. I said, shit. I said, either one, you think you processing these papers, but you're really destroying some stuff because they know, Elon and Trump trying to go dig in everything. Okay, I say either that or you are processing this stuff. But my thing is, why is it so covert? None of this is digital. This is all done by hand. Okay, none of this is digital. All this paperwork is walls, according to her, walls and walls of paperwork up and down the doggone mines. Now, this is the worst part too. The mines are underground. Now, let me fast forward. I was watching Black Magic, I think that's his channel, and the brother Rod Hayes was on there. I can listen to Rod Hayes for ages and ages and ages and ages. If anybody know who Rod Hayes is, you know I ain't lying. Shout out to the brother Rod Hayes. He was over on Black Magic's channel, and they were talking. It was a whole thing about paper genocide. That's the name of the video. Y'all go check it out. It's super deep, super enlightening. So I'm on here braiding my hair last night, and I'm just listening to a little pod or whatever. Because y'all, I don't know if y'all know this. When I'm not looking for content to come on here and talk to y'all about, I really be on some educational shit. I don't. When I'm not looking for content, I be on some educational shit. Like I be on some history shit. I be on some deep shit. I just don't. I only do this stuff for the content purposes. But anyway. So boom. Yeah, that's the name of the channel, Black Magic 363. Y'all go check him out. He be having buku people on there. That's where I found Flair Broom. I found her over there. Dope chick too. Y'all go check her out too. But listen, neither here nor there. So in the live, somebody super chatted and asked a question. They said, Rod, where's all that indigenous gold, the gold that they stole from the indigenous lands here? Where's that gold and what are they doing with it? And I might be paraphrasing the question. So Rod Hayes goes, he said that gold was distributed amongst the Europeans when they found it. He said, but right now, at the moment, what they're doing is that gold is now being sent back here, but they're doing it on a covert operation, and they're doing it underground in underground mines. And he said in Colorado. Now immediately my horns went up, because mind you, I've always thought this whole thing of my auntie going down there processing retirements under the ground, I always thought that was crazy. So long story short, I called my mom. I say, Mom, I said, what underground place? What underground place that auntie at? And she said, oh, it's in I think it's in Colorado. Now my ears go up. Long story short, we get on the three-way. It's not in Colorado. It's actually in Pennsylvania. Now, why is this important? She's telling me on the phone, oh, Listen, it's so top secret. And then Elon came and he freaking just exposed everything. And this is supposed to be a top secret location. Now she around there franticing and panicking and all of that. Now my thing is this, like I told her, I said, now Titi, listen. You're down there, cause look at my mama. Just quit, just leave. I said, mama, you can't leave no top secret operation like that, girl. You're gonna be going AWOL and you're gonna go to jail, okay? So anyway, we on the three-way for about an hour, girl, last night, and my auntie was telling us all types of stuff. I want to show y'all this picture because I think y'all need to see it. I don't want to show you the picture with people in it, but I do want to show you this picture. So now my auntie panicking, talking about, oh Lord, I got 2 weeks left. I can't wait to get out of here. I should have never came down here. So I was asking her about the possibility that they could be doing some stuff like messing with some gold and stuff. She was like, no. We just processing paperwork. And it was at that moment I knew. I said, well, my TV, she don't know. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't know because she is not the one. She wouldn't have the need to know if they were doing some stuff like that, right? No, she's not military. She's a civilian. So boom. So finds out she in Pennsylvania. Then my mama started pulling up all type of stuff. So apparently they have had some attacks of people trying to find this mine, right? And a man got killed. My mama said a plane crashed a couple of days ago close to it. Like everybody's trying to get to this mine. Now put a pin in that. Elon Musk 2 weeks ago came up. Remember, Doge is looking into unnecessary jobs. And he comes out and just flat out says it out loud that they got this mine under the ground where these people supposed to be processing retirement and basically calling cap on it. But not only that, they sent a whole team down there to show us what the mines look like. Y'all is never going to believe this. Check this out.
Doge and Elon Musk have just exposed a decades-old underground mine. You're looking at it. It's in Boyers, Pennsylvania, and seemingly it's in the middle of nowhere. But it's where the United States federal government stores and processes retirement applications. Here's how Elon Musk described it.
There's a limestone mine where we store all the retirement paperwork. And you look at a picture of this mine. We'll post some pictures afterwards. And this mine looks like something out of the 50s because it was started in 1955. So it looks like it's like a time warp. And then the speed, the limiting factor is the speed at which the mine shaft elevator can move determines how many people can retire from the federal government. And the elevator breaks down sometimes, and then nobody can retire. Doesn't that sound crazy? There's like 1,000 people that work on this.
Wow. Now, a group of anonymous employees told the Butler Eagle from the Office of Personnel Management that they don't have an elevator. But nonetheless, look at these pictures. This is stunning. All of the paperwork stored right here. It looks like a time warp. And you can see inside this facility, these massive columns of limestone that's holding it all up. Millions of paper files are stored right here. And according to Doge, every month the facility takes about 10,000 applications for retirements and then sorts through them entirely by hand. Now, it's unbelievable that the government of the world's foremost superpower processes retirement applications 230 feet underground. There's one person who is not surprised by it, and he's sitting in the middle of our couch, and his name is Jason Chaffetz.
I got to tell you, there are a lot of storage facilities like this, and corporate America uses them all the time. But the idea that you have to do this by hand, that it's not automated, is ridiculous. Right. Elon Musk is 110% right. But if you want a secure facility that is temperature controlled, impervious to people getting in, a lot of caves are used throughout the country for corporate America. But this is not the first. Elon Musk, welcome to the show, because we've been talking about this for a while. Do you know in the military, they actually process rank advancements and pay increases with punch cards? They literally could not. They had to keep these like 80-year-old people employed because they were the only ones who knew how to fix the machines.
So the Washington Post did a deep dive on this, Kaylee, and it's fascinating. It talks about how some of these workers are depressed because they don't have windows. I don't blame them. I would be too. They order pizza down to the mine. It's really interesting. But here's what WAPO found. They said this: held up by all that paperwork in the mine runs as slowly now as it did in 1977. During the past 30 years, administrations have spent more than $100 million trying to automate the old-fashioned process in the mine and make it run at the speed of computers. They could not. Well, I know one man who can. Maybe it's the guy who sends rockets to space with SpaceX.
Yeah, and what's always telling is that you don't see any of the Democrats or the bureaucrats who are defending these programs. They never defend them on the merits. They never say, well, it's good that we keep all of our retirement paperwork 230 feet under the ground for these.
All right, that's enough, because they just gonna be talking about how the opinions are. Let me say this. One of the things that my auntie told me that stood out to me was the caves, right? The under the ground. She said you gotta drive up a mountain. Listen, you gotta drive up a mountain. She said you get up the mountain and it's about a half a mile walk to the beginning of the entry. She said then when you get there, when you get to the beginning of the entry, she said, you got to walk another mile just to even actually get inside. The amount of security and the amount of everything that goes through, you got to go through to get down there is ridiculous. So I told her, whoever got that info and sent it back up to Trump, there's a mole in there. Okay, let's start there first. Now, mind you, they processing paperwork. Do you see the inside of this cave? Do you know that my aunt said that they painted that? Now, not this part, because where she works at, all the inside is painted. Now, mind you, this is all stone, limestone. This is all limestone. She said they painted it. I said, well, why would they paint limestone? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking they probably could have had something something ancient on there, because this is what they're telling us, and this is what I know. They're telling us that this thing was built in the 1950s and they just built it up just for this, that, and the third. There are countless of underground cities, not just cities, mines, tunnels, all through America. Fact, not even just America, all across the world. There are people who actually have lived under the ground. Another thing she said is the weather, not the weather, but the temperature is always good, even though they don't have AC or heat. Now, I learned this by learning about how the indigenous people who used to live before them clears came over here. A lot of their houses were built under the ground. It regulates temperature. Okay? Now, listen. This is why this is important. These people is saying that they're out there pushing paperwork for retirements, but there got to be something very, very bigger, much bigger than this, okay, going on down there. There has to be. The front would be, oh, we're processing retirements, but there's absolutely something bigger going on. Now, this is the gag. Rod Hayes said yesterday on that live, or was it the day before, that he believed that they over there are bringing back the gold to the land. They're returning it to the land. And I started putting two and two together. I was like, well, it would make sense that that's what's happening on the back end, like underneath what they doing with the retirement stuff. Because my thing is this, there's a much bigger reason for them to be processing paperwork underground than retirements. I believe it could be some trafficking going on under there. I believe it could be a whole lot of stuff. Now, this the gag. Elon came out and exposed it, basically saying it's worthless. I'm pretty sure they're trying to get rid of the whole operation. But let me say this too. Could it be possible that Elon is saying this because maybe he even knows what's going on behind the scenes? And then I'm putting two and two together with all the people trying to get over there and attack it. They literally killed somebody trying to find this mine. They got lakes, waters, and everything under here. Underground cities have always existed. They still do. Let me show you some other footage of some underground cities.
Border tunnel 590 feet long and 22 feet below ground inside this abandoned Kentucky Fried Chicken. It began with a traffic stop of Yuma resident and owner of that KFC, Ivan Lopez.
Are you coming to the tree where I told you to run so we both be free? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where they strung up a man, they say we were free? Strange things that happen here, no stranger would it be if we met.
Tonight, exclusive video from inside the tunnel where children's clothes and toys were found 5 feet underground. A room believed to be dug inside by children with shelves for candles and lamps, bedding, and kids' books.
Underground city in America.
Why is this important? And you could do the research on this as well. There have been travel underground since the beginning of time, before the clears even existed, okay? The Underground Railroad was really underground, okay? Do the research. The Underground Railroad was really underground, okay? I know I felt stupid too when I found out. I was like, wait, because I thought Portia was stupid the whole time. Portia was right. There was an underground system going long before them clears come here. Okay, now like everything else that they steal from us, they take what we use and then turn it into bad. Okay, so with the trafficking, we done found the orange juice people coming from under there with kids the other time in New York. With the trafficking, even on the video I just showed you with kids' clothes and all that stuff, they take our stuff and they use it for bad. That's what they've always done. I don't know what's going on down here under the cave in Philadelphia, or not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I don't know what part of Pennsylvania it is, but it's in Pennsylvania somewhere. She says in the middle of nowhere. Something in the milk ain't clean. That's all I'm gonna say. Something in the milk is not clean under these damn tunnels and all of that. And I don't know what they got going on. That's why they keep us distracted with bull crap here, bull crap there, because they don't want us looking at this. Crazy work, right? Hold on. Let me read some of these super chats. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Markeisha Williams, thank you for the super chat. Better late than never. Happy Mardi Gras Thursday. Thank you. Yes, happy Mardi Gras Thursday. Thank you so much for the super chat. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Vu. So when the Indians mix with other breeds, wouldn't this generation only be a quarter Indian? Well, did the Indians mix with other people? I'll tell you, on my dad's side, they did. My dad's great grandmother married a mixed breed Indian. Now, let me make you laugh. It wasn't necessarily mixed because listen, yeah, my dad's great grandmother married, which would be his great grandfather, a mixed breed Indian, and she would always laugh at him and call him a mixed breed because his father or mother, I can't remember, but his parents was half Indian and half French. Okay, they from Florida on that side. They come from Florida, but they have been in New Orleans for like a couple of 100 years. When you see those photos of those $5 footlongs next to the dark-skinned black people, they'll tell you that that's the real Indian, and then a black African American. It's opposite. That's a real Indian with a $5 footlong. Now, as far as us today, I know for me on my mother's side, we didn't mix at all. We didn't mix at all. And because of that, well, no, I'm lying. Because my great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, they say was a quarter clear or biracial, if I can remember. Yeah, sure was. So then, yeah, but I can't say it will make us all a quarter Indian. I think it will really depend on your story and your family history. I know for me, science says it takes 3 generations to create or to wash away. So if I count 3 generations, my mama, her mama and daddy is nigga on nigga. My grandmother, now her mama is Indian, obviously nigga, and then her daddy would be the half and half. So I don't know. I guess I would be some type of, I don't know what the hell it is. But yes, not for everybody though. That's just not everybody's story. That's just not everybody's story. But yeah, I get why you asked that, but we still Indians regardless. And trust me, you know an Indian because we all do the same thing. We all listen. It's in the blood. It's in the birthright. It's in the blood. You feel me? Thank you for the super chat. Talise, thank you for the super chat. She said Butler Eagle was as the newspaper. Butler is where Trump was shot. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Keisha Youngblood. I was a contractor for NASA for 13 years, and Iron Mountain was the company that would pick up our proprietary documents that needed to be shredded. Oh, Iron Mountain. Oh, listen, I don't know. It's some stuff they say they're not digitizing it so it won't get hacked. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy work. I remember I wanted to work for NASA. Oh, but this is what I was saying with this too. That's where I was going before I forget. A lot of times they will call you mixed breeds if you mix tribes too. When you talk about the Indians, really quickly, when you're talking about the Indians, a lot of times if your tribes mix, then they'll call you a mixed breed too. Simply because certain tribes were, heavy on being in each other's tribes. So it could go either way. Gabe Noble, thank you for the super chat. Vu, please check your email from Gabe Noble I sent. Okay, I'll check it. Thank you so much. And Nola Gal Coco, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Vu, love your channel. It's always so informative and so full of humor. Thank you so much. And I literally came on here and said I wasn't going to be long today. And here we go. But it is what it is. Y'all be careful these mines. If you ever get a chance to go to New Orleans, please go check out the real history. Bourbon Street, have a good time on Bourbon Street. You really gonna have it. But ultimately, there's a lot of hidden history right there in the city. Okay? Do your genealogy, everybody. If you can, please make sure you try to get them family Bibles. Go get them old obituaries. Talk to your elders in your family. And all that other stuff. Now, with that being said, y'all, I gotta get off of here. I gotta go get my feet done and pick up this girl dyed my hair, my bundles. But nevertheless, love y'all down to the ground. Happy Mardi Gras Thursday. I'm about to get up off of here. I'll see y'all later, and I'll probably see y'all later. It depends on how fast I do my hair. Love y'all down to the ground.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.